The Shelter Dogs. I always wanted a dog, and finally my dream was coming true. I was getting a puppy. My family and I went to the dog shelter. There were many dogs there, but my eyes were drawn to a little golden puppy. I ran to the kennel door and put my hand through the wire. The puppy looked up at me with its big brown eyes, and it lovingly licked my fingers, making my heart melt. My brother Sam ran over to the kennel and squealed, "This is a really cute one, Elise." Charlie, the man who ran the shelter, said, "That is Sandy, a Labrador retriever, and an excellent choice, but we have lots of other dogs too." "No, this one," Sam and I said together. Charlie lifted Sandy out of the kennel and handed her to me. Sam wanted his turn. He rubbed his face into the dog's fur. Then, moments later, Sam sneezed. His eyes began to water and turn red. Then Dad said the words no one wanted to hear. "I think Sam is allergic to the dogs." Now I was crying. I wanted a dog, and I wanted that dog. We slowly walked out of the shelter, and then Charlie stopped us. He looked at me and said, "You know, we need volunteers here, Elise. If you have time every other day, we could use your help." Dad and Mom nodded. I didn't need any more encouragement, so I said, "I'll be there tomorrow." Every other day, Mom took me to the shelter. Although it was more fun than work. I played with the puppies. I fed and exercised them. I trained Sandy to sit and come when called. Charlie said I had a great way with dogs. Then one day, Sandy was gone. She had been adopted. I was happy for her, but I still fought back tears. Then Charlie took me to a curly-haired dog that had just come into the shelter. It was about 6 months old, blonde, and had big brown eyes. "This is Ginger," he said, as I kneeled down to pet her. She was very playful, and she ran to bring me a toy. She was just as cute as Sandy. Then Charlie said, "I have a surprise for you." Charlie put a leash on Ginger, and we walked outside. My family was waiting for us. Charlie said, "Sam, meet Ginger. She's a different breed of dog. She won't make you sneeze because she's allergy-free." Sam hesitated, but Mom told him to go ahead and touch Ginger. He did, and Ginger licked his face. He hugged her and waited, but nothing happened. So that's how we got a dog. She's half poodle and half Labrador retriever, and neither half makes Sam sick. Now pause this video, and go take the questions for the first story. Then come back to this, and I'll read the second story for you, and you can pause and do the second set of questions. Family meetings. Tyrone hated family meetings. His parents always started by making his favorite food, ham and cheese sandwiches. Then they talked to him and his brother, Darnell. It was usually about doing something they didn't want to do. Tyrone's mother started the meeting, but he couldn't hear what she was saying. His baby sister, Keisha, was screaming and making a racket. "The whole family is moving bedrooms," his mom announced. "Keisha is leaving our bedroom and will be moving into Darnell's room. Darnell will be moving into Tyrone's room." "Oh no!" Tyrone shouted. "He's got plastic models all over. I am neat. I can't work if my desk and dresser aren't clear." "Well, we'll put a line of tape down the middle of the room," Darnell said. "I'll hang my models from the ceiling, but I get to paint my side of the room blue, and I get to paint the ceiling blue too." Tyrone hated blue. "You can't pick the color. It's my room, too." Their father held up his hands. "I have a compromise. You guys both love your flag football team. The team colors are blue and green. What if you paint blue and green stripes on the walls?" Tyrone wasn't so sure he liked this, but the next day they started painting. He secretly had to admit that painting the room was fun. He and his brother were having a wild celebration. Green stripes swirled around the walls from floor to ceiling. A gigantic blue stripe flowed like a river down Darnell's wall. Their mother wanted to give the room a completely new appearance. "Let's put down a green carpet on the floor," she suggested, "and I'll paint clouds on the blue ceiling." Tyrone wanted his desk to stay in front of the window. He liked to see the yard while he did homework. Darnell wanted his desk in front of the window, too. Their mother moved the desks face to face, with a bookcase between them. Then they could both look out the window. In the end, out came the ham and cheese sandwiches again for family meetings. Tyrone decided that they should have their meetings in their room. He laid down beside his mom and dad on the rug, with Keisha between them. They looked up at the clouds and the airplane models overhead. Oh, it was an unfortunate fact that Darnell was there too, but Tyrone just loved family meetings now. Okay, now you can go ahead and do the second set of questions for family meetings.